This is my favorite topic by far, which is the benefits of being an Author Accelerator certified book coach. There are 5 core benefits, and in this video, I'm going to talk through them one at a time. The first is the biggest and most important by far, and that is community. When you become certified, you join a community of certified coaches. And when you think about this, it's such a powerful thing. It's a group of people who are all pioneering this new industry, who are all committed to helping writers do their best work, who are all trying to run their own businesses. And these people lift each other up, they help each other grow, they become friends and colleagues and associates and just connect in all kinds of incredibly powerful ways. The community is largely online. We do meet in person for an annual goal-setting workshop, which has been in Santa Barbara the last several years and has been so much fun. This was year 1, and we continue to grow in the numbers of people that come together for this event. But folks are also meeting wherever they happen to be. You know, people find out that there's coaches in the same town or the same country in Europe or whatever locations that they happen to connect in, and they come together and meet each other for coffee or for lunch or to do a presentation or a workshop together. There's a lot of connections that are happening from our online community that bleed into the real world. But when we join together online, there are events such as coffee talks and seminars with me. Once a month, I have an industry insider come on to talk about something of interest to all of us, which might be marketing, or it might be agenting, or it might be something having to do with writing or having to do with the self-publishing universe or technology. There's so many things to continue to learn, and we come together on those seminars and break into small groups to talk about the topic afterwards. There's also business accountability calls and brainstorming where the coaches are holding each other accountable and challenging each other to do things that might be hard or that might be new. And all of these are ways that our community comes together. We use a program called Mighty Networks, which allows us a platform that's private. And there's topical channels. There are events on here. The calendar will tell you when we're getting together to learn something or to be together for a social event. It all happens through Mighty Networks, through these channels and feeds and this private group. The second benefit of certification is ongoing education. Because we're all in community together and we've all been certified and we know the bar of excellence we're all holding, it is a rich environment for ongoing education. And that education comes in many forms. There's a knowledge base where you can get the recordings of all of our past industry seminars. And there's special trainings like client offboarding that you can learn and grow in there. There's templates, there's things you can share with your writers. And we're constantly adding to the knowledge base with recommended resources for experts in business if you want to learn something or if you want to use a certain technology. So that knowledge base is there for constant learning and growing. And the ongoing education also happens in our master classes, which are an extra fee for certified coaches, but only certified coaches can take these master classes. They're designed specifically for people who've already gone through our courses. So they're genre-specific courses in topics such as memoir or coaching kidlit. There's a workshop in how to run an inside outline workshop. We're constantly adding to it, usually based on what our coaches are asking us to put in there. We recently added a course on SEO, which is search engine optimization, and on self-publishing, because so many of our coaches were wanting more support on how to help their writers in this regard. So we're responding to what our coaches want and designing classes for them and adding things so that they can continue to learn and grow. So the ongoing education happens among coaches. It happens in formal ways between Author Accelerator staff and our coaches. It happens through these masterclass. It's a core part of what we're doing is acknowledging that in order to run a good business, you have to constantly be learning and growing. It's part of what's so fun about being a book coach. A third part of our support that we offer to certified coaches is business support. And when you're certified, you get the first of 3 out of 10 of our Business of Book Coaching workbooks. The other workbooks are part of a business bundle, which I'll talk about in a moment. But you get the first 3 core ones that you can work through to help you understand your time and your money and your ideal client. And those are going to be very helpful as you set your business up. You will also have those business accountability calls that I mentioned before, and the support of all the coaches who are out there doing the same thing that you're doing and have been through the same thing that you've been through. The business bundle includes templates and lessons and ongoing education around all kinds of business topics. And when the coaches gather in their business accountability calls, they're talking about all these things: how to build your website, how to run a webinar, how to do a good video on social media. All these kinds of topics are things that they're always talking about and bringing up and bringing together support for what each of them needs. The fourth benefit of certification is that you get the opportunity to lead. And what that means is you are licensed to use our tools and resources, including the blueprints and the elements of the blueprints, like the inside outline and the outside outline. And you can teach these, you can give workshops on these, you can be out in the world talking about these tools and topics. And that means you can either run an Author Accelerator sponsored event, or you can run an event for another organization. A lot of our coaches are members of genre-specific organizations like Thriller Fest or the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators, and you can teach our tools and our processes in those environments or private groups as well. You also have the opportunity to lead on conferences that other folks do, and they're coming to Author Accelerator to look for experts and coaches who can give presentations, and we make pairings and matches of our coaches who are a good fit for these events. Those can be conferences or podcast appearances, different things that bubble up. You have opportunities to get referrals from Author Accelerator as well. We have writers who come to us looking for book coaches, and we match them by hand to the coaches. There are no guarantees that you're going to get referrals because we just never know what kind of writers are going to come, what kind of coaches they're looking for, if they're a good match for whatever you coach. So we do not guarantee that you're going to get referrals, but we have a lot of writers that come in, we do a lot of matching, and we continue to do that work ongoing. We also have the opportunity to get referrals through our partnerships that we have with other publishing entities. And that's the same thing. There are extra requirements for these partnerships that come from our partners. So not every certified coach is automatically eligible for these programs, but you can become eligible and have the opportunity to get referrals from those partnerships. You also have the opportunity to refer people to our program and earn affiliate money for that. So if you are talking people into being a book coach or sending them to us for training, you have the opportunity to earn an affiliate fee through that. When I started Author Accelerator, I really didn't think about what it was going to be like when we had 100 and more certified book coaches. I just couldn't imagine that far into the future and didn't really understand what it was going to be like. But now that it has come to pass, and that is what we have, it has just been an amazing thing to watch what happens when this group of people who care so much about writing and about books and about book coaching, when they come together and they support each other. It is powerful, it's beautiful, it's intimate. People are forming deep friendships in which they get together in person. They're forming partnerships in which they present at big conferences. They're lifting each other up, they're helping each other grow. All of us are coming together every day in different ways to be better book coaches, to run better businesses, to help writers. It's just an incredible thing. And if you're on the fence at all about joining our program, this is the reason that I would weigh most heavily, is what you get when you are part of this group of people. They've all met this high bar for excellence. They're all enjoying these benefits of certification, and that you get to come be part of that community and bring your talents and skills to it and draw support from it. And we would love to have you be part of that community.